Okay, I have to think of an intro quick.
I mean, because we're going to be doing our thing while eating.
Yeah.
We're having breakfast with everyone.
Looping. You've become that account. We missed last week, so we watched 2 episodes, and both were pretty good, so.
What's up, my know-it-alls? How's it going, everybody? We missed last week because of Thanksgiving, and so we're going to jump on all this other stuff. I know you're like, wait a minute, for Thanksgiving last week? No. What I mean is we were so exhausted that it was rough, man.
Super.
So this week, and it just so happens this is the penultimate episode this week, but we reviewed 2 episodes in a row, starting with Upper Decks, which was a fun...
That was cute. I like that one.
Yeah, it was cool. We got to see the crew itself, go through some stuff, following the captain. I was telling Baby Know-It-All, it reminds me of the episode Picard's Day from Next Generation, where we got to follow Picard throughout his day and all the little, droll things he has to do, like watch someone do a performance on the sousaphone. The number of Easter eggs in that entire episode were just unreal. In fact, now, the real episode of this whole thing was you got to see Boimler now has more of a beard, but not the whole, it's almost there.
It's almost there.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I do love the fact that the lower deckers are like, we're the stars of the show, and blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Will you guys be more meta?
I would put it meta, is that what it's called? I was gonna say
very self-referential.
I was gonna say, isn't that like Fourth Wall-y?
Yes, very Fourth Wall-y. Kind of a cheaty Fourth Wall-y. Because
Yeah.
Because they're clearly they're talking about it, and all that was left was for Mariner to be like, and it would have been done.
Yellow big guy. What's her name?
Shaq. Love
Shax instead of Shock.
Yeah, Shaq's great.
Do they do that on purpose instead?
Probably.
Okay, well, Shax. He has some inner demons from
a battle, a big
from a battle that's also an Easter egg apparently.
Yeah, I thought that was cool, and the fact that he actually, in order to not have to fight the wraith thingy monster in his head, he meditates and finds calm so he can beat it up. And I was like, okay, that's very Shags and also very Lower Decks.
The cat lady.
Oh, Dr. Tiana.
She got a complaint that her pain sucks, so she has no pain medicine.
No pain, yeah.
So she proceeds to torture herself, low-key. I feel like that's the best way you could explain it.
She thinks it's torture. Let's leave it like that.
Yellow engineer guy with the mustache.
Phillips.
The assistant and him kind of look alike.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's true, except that she's talking about the captain's assistant, remember? Because he's bald, but he's got the mustache. It looks like if you took Billups, shaved the middle of his head, and squashed him a little fat. A little shorter and whatnot. But yeah, you could.
Oh, I didn't realize he's on your screen.
Yeah, see?
Sorry, I should have just looked back. He was helping an ensign.
I love that. I love this so much.
He was helping an ensign, and the ensign was like, hey, I'm getting something that's saying, I need to fix it. Proceeds, the entire thing is, on fire or something. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. What I loved about the end of that was that it started out with fake Technobabble. Those of you who love Star Trek, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, their non-centrosymmetry disrupts the charged leptons in the isolinear pathways of the main deflector, which then causes...
I trust you have it in hand.
It's fake Technobabble and then becomes legit Technobabble.
They're chock full of energized plasma. We have to disable their power source or an overload could cascade back to the warp core.
And then later on, he and the ensign are actually communicating. They start sounding like Geordie would in Next Gen. Anyway, I know that my partner on there tried Salty. He hates the Next Generation Technobabble. Yeah, because if the original Star Trek, they didn't do Technobabble. Scotty was just like, I have to fix the thing, and he would go do it, and that's it. And you kept it very the captain's just asking, are we gonna fix it? I'm scared and worried. He's like, no, we got it under control. In Next Generation, they introduced the idea of Technobabble where they have to explain, we have to shunt the warp core drive through the Jigamapop and the whatchamacall, and they really wanted, yeah, it was fake science, and they wanted it to sound super sciencey. I'd love that.
And then, I always forget his name, Chad. I'm going to call him Chad.
Ransom. She's talking about Ransom.
Ransom Chad. Chatty Ransom.
Chatty McRansom.
He was giving this guy a tour, but the guy turned out to be something what's the name?
Oh,
Nobody remembers their name. That's the whole point. The clickers?
Yeah.
The clickers, yeah. Clickers, ooh. Like, nobody remembers their name. And apparently the guy turned out to be a clicker, and he was like, we want the little roly-poly armadillo things because they can turn into invisible or something.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody else comment below? And I know you're watching what do you call it, Stanley / Street Fighter, whatever. Did anyone else notice, or probably Darren's watching, that the roly-poly whatever things they look an awful lot like the creatures from Discovery that help Discovery use the spore drive. What are they called? I don't remember. Whatever.
Gonna Google it.
No, it's okay. But anyways, they look all like those guys. Half of me was like, are they gonna? I honestly thought this was a setup to do a callback to Discovery, or at the very least, later on, I just feel like you could totally have done some kind of a cool callback to Discovery in this, because I noticed Lower Decks always stays away from Discovery, which is fine. I get it.
Why?
I don't know, because they're more of an homage to Next Generation in the original series. So they're like, we're gonna keep it very canon for you guys. We're not gonna mess around with the stuff you guys don't like, and I respect it. Ultimately, I liked the episode, and then at the end, Captain Freeman, who ends up having to, she's her super busy day, and her assistant, what did he do? He helped her admiral husband come visit for their anniversary.
What are the odds of seeing you here?
How did you?
Mr. Stevens reached out a month ago. Said he made sure to put some time on your schedule so I could surprise you with a romantic dinner.
And then right at the very end, the Lower Deckers show up, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. I guess I wonder if really they're the stars of their own show.
Okay. Can we rate it?
Sure.
So for that one, and this is very specific, and you can't make fun of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8.75. The reason why I'm giving it an 8.75 because it's not a 9. Okay, it's not a 9, but it's also better than the 8.5s that I usually give. 8.75 for my rating. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with her. That sounds good. I like it. Right on. Okay, so that's the first episode. Now we're moving on to the second episode. This is the penultimate episode of the season.
I really liked this episode with all the Harry Kims.
Dude, I had to explain to her that, but it was hilarious. Oh my god, this episode was amazing. All the cameos. We got to see all the people doing all the things. And you find out that Section 31 Boimler, who was the split one, William Boimler.
Was he the one with the actual beard?
Yeah.
And he just shaved it, they just split
okay. No, I know what you mean. You're talking about the alternate universe from the beginning. No. So in earlier seasons, I don't know if you remember, I think it was before you started doing the reviews with me, Boimler got split in a transporter accident. So the clone, they call him the duplicate Boimler, he is like really good at stuff, he's confident, he's whatever, and they thought he had died sacrificing himself, only to find out later on, I think last season, that he was saved and rescued by Section 31, and now he works for them all secret and private. So he's in command of his own Defiant-looking ship, Defiant from Deep Space Nine, the ship.
That's why it's dark.
Yeah. And he wears the black comm badge, which is cool because that's very Section 31.
He looks like evil Boimler.
He does look like he should be evil Boimler because of the purple 5 o'clock shadow. By the way, speaking of Boimler, he's got the full beard. And he's starting to talk like in like wiseisms, which I thought was really interesting. I was like, oh, he's really showing.
Okay, he does not talk in wiseism. The only time he talks in that episode is say we're all gonna freaking die.
No, at the very beginning, somebody says something. He's like, well, such and such and such. He says something interesting.
It's okay. Sometimes the randomness of death matches the unexpected joys of life.
But yeah, no, yeah, you're right. And then he's like, I do love that. Spoilers, of course. At the very end, when William is like, I'm gonna send a message to my Boimler, telling him blah blah blah, and Boimler's like,
Holy we're all gonna die!
But yeah, so the gist of the episode is that Boimler has been going. He was sent by Section 31 with the ship to investigate all the rifts and the fissures and stuff. And we get to Paul, played by, she's credited as Jolene. That's the actress who played the Vulcan. She played T'Pol, and that's the actual voice actress for Enterprise. Yeah, and the Spock chick in this one. And Spock.
I apologize.
No, you're good. But she was actually from the TV show Enterprise.
That's why I did.
I think maybe did she get married or something? Whatever. In Enterprise she was Jolene Blaylock, but she's just credited as Jolene, which I thought was interesting. And so she plays T'Pol. We get to see the guy with his Garak, and we got to see Fedegal Siddig, who did Bashir. I mean, all kinds of people. I love the fact they had a Curzon Dax. So you don't know anything about Deep Space Nine. Had a character named Dax, who was a female. Her last host before the female, was Curzon, this character.
Curzon was which one?
The guy with the spots on his face, the bald guy. We never saw him actually, except for like one memory scene of him dying when they were going to pass the thing to her. So seeing him in his full-blown, like, I'm a Klingon lover and I'm awesome and I want to fight, and being that guy was such a neat turn for us.
He wasn't a Klingon lover, okay? Loki was treading on alien racism.
He was definitely treading on alien.
Let's not push it too hard.
No, but I to see the relationship between him and T'Pol, and then T'Pol at the very end, who captures the Katra when he dies, I was like, good stuff, man. Super, like, deep Star Trek-y cuts if you watch this stuff much. And then, of course, seeing all the Kims. And you find out that one of them, who of course turns out to be the evil one, was promoted to a lieutenant.
Kim.
She goes, once she has no clue the lore behind Kim, but
He filled me in on it.
but she goes, oh my god, he's an evil Harry Kim. And I was like, that's awesome. Oh, but then we get to find out the people that are causing the rifts are actually another Starfleet in that universe.
So that was a Starfleet? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. I didn't realize that it was another Starfleet because they had different
right
thingies again.
So Zephyr Cochrane, in our universe and all the universes we know, he invented warp drive. In that universe, they invented quantum drive. And not quantum drive like we know it like from Next Gen, but like quantum drive like can traverse universes. And they explore the multiverse, if you will. Boimler is great because Boimler was totally channeling all of us when it comes to like comic book movies, because he's like, oh, the multiverse sucks. And I thought that was great.
He was not having it.
No, he really wasn't. And then we got Engineer Mariner, who, by the way, is
She's so like, I love her. She's so queen.
Except when I've actually like the going away missions, she's a boss, period. And I enjoyed having her. I enjoyed having that version because remember they kind of alluded to that earlier in the season when she was like, oh, I guess I could have gone into engineering or whatever. And then she didn't do that, but.
Whoa.
What?
You forgot the evil axolotls. Axolotls. Whatever they are. Apparently, like, they were supposed to be, like, super nice.
Super cute.
Super cute, super nice.
And they turned out to be not. It was great.
Did you even mention how evil Harry Kim took over the other spaceship?
He took over the quantum ship.
Yeah, he took over the spaceship, and he was, like, trying to steal all the other Harry Kims, and it was just like, dude, what are you doing? And they tried to, and then the good Harry Kims are, like, trying to beat the evil Harry Kim. And he was like, this is why you haven't been promoted. And then Boimler and his crew, they got the good Harry Kims back.
Yeah, they saved.
And then he was like, well, what did he even say? He, like, ended up, like, going in the rifts. By the way, the whole thing with the rifts, by the way, weren't they just, like, trying to, like, search and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They were just trying to search and stuff, and then it was, like, opening two separate, like...
Yeah, there was a weird thing, and that's why they couldn't find them in the beginning.
Yeah,
because they thought they were going to where it was happening, but they were actually going to the second openings.
Yeah, so that's why they could never find them.
They had to do some Star Trek jiggery pokery to get to them, to come out one of them.
And then after evil Harry Kim... I had to burp. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Cut that out.
Whatever, I'm adding a burp meter now. No, I'm good. By the way, great job. I haven't
yawned. That's the extra shot of espresso. If you ever get a sponsor from Dunkin', please let me be in this video. What do you call it? But anyways, evil Harry Kim ended up going into a dimension or whatever, and I'm sorry, it feels like I have to burp.
You're the second one now.
Evil Harry Kim goes into the dimension and ends up exploding.
He's stupid. And so now he causes a collapsing thing, and they can do Lily, by the way, from First Contact, the same actress.
But that was Mariner's mom.
Alfre Woodard from First Contact. Love her.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're good.
I did think that was Mariner's mom, though, and he goes, no, and he had to explain more lore to me.
Yeah, no, it's good. And so so finally, yeah, man, she's like, yeah, we can focus it in one place. I love the fact that duplicate Boimler is like, I know where to send him. You send him to my galaxy, my universe. and Tamal's like, because Lily's like, because he trusts them. And I was like, right on, bro.
Because they need a Tendy and a Rediford.
Yeah, and then he sends a message along, and that's when Boimler there says,
Holy we're all gonna die!
yeah, it was amazing. It was so great. And so that was the end of part 1, and obviously part 2 is going to be that.
And then it's to be continued.
I wonder what they're... so I had speculation with, just real fast, I had speculation with Salty about that I think they're going to end up... I would love to see...
They're all 9?
But I would yes, but I would also love to see...
No, that's not okay.
No, but I mean like this universe, because the show is ending. I wonder if they're going to like shut down the animated universe and just be like, and I would love, or so in Next Generation they had an episode where there were all these enterprises and you got to see them on screen. They would come up and you got to see alternate versions of people.
So we get to see animated versions of people?
But I would love to see if we get to see one reality where it's the real life people. Like on like that just comes up on
and then
the
just
screen.
their crossover episode instead of us being in
It would be
so
that cool as Strange New Worlds.
Strange.
That would be so cool to see if just to see everybody we normally see on the bridge of the Cerritos. Like if they had a bridge of the Cerritos.
I have a feeling that you're writing a better episode than I'm writing.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, there you go. Now you know. Noise half the battle, you halfway. We can know it out yourself. What's an all index for the penultimate episode? For me, this definitely deserved a 9.
I said the same thing. That's why I rated the other one an 8.75.
All right, guys, comment below. Let us know what you thought of the episodes. I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. And don't worry, Nerd Fights, I will be rejoining Nerd Fights very soon. I'm going to be doing some traveling this holiday season. So worst case, I'll see you guys in January when I come back at full force, at full schedule. A lot of things happening.
I'm so sad. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to like review anything else with you. That's so sad.
That's not true, because I'm totally going to put you, I'm giving you and Boyfriend Know-It-All an assignment.
Oh?
You guys have to watch Kraven the Hunter.
What's that? Because you don't want to watch
The
it?
next really bad movie from the people who gave you Adam Webb.
So what you're telling me, you give me Boyfriend Know-It-All the really bad movies to review, so you're still the, everything's a good reviewer. But the daughter can do whatever you...
All I know is you and Boyfriend Know-It-All did an amazing job for the Madam Web video. And I think you guys would be great for that.
Oh, thanks.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you very soon. Never forget.
Everyone loves a know-it-all.
Bye, guys.